I am doing a bit of an experiment, or I have been all morning.
Hi.
Hi.
What's new with you?
I saw a mud crab.
Let me turn my volume down a little bit. So the idea was I wanted to see,
I can't stand the sight
it
of
looks
these
kind of
creatures.
interesting, doesn't it? So there's a few things going on here. I'll tell you what they are in a moment. First of all, I have bound helmet and bound bow permanently through some trickery from one of the stones in the world, specifically one right down, like in this area. You can look online and see how that's done. But she's also wearing a cloth outfit, cloth boots, and she looks like this, right? So she's not wearing really good armor except for the helmet. She doesn't really have any fantastic selection of weapons except for the bound bow. I have managed to get a silver arrow so far, which was interesting. So what did I do? And also notice that she's only level 1. So what is going on here? Well, I leveled her doing as little as possible throughout the tutorial. So I didn't sneak, I didn't run, I basically RP walked through the entire intro. The only weapon I ever used other than the sword, the katana, which I used twice, using big swings to kill the 2 rats, 1 hit each, so I didn't level blade, was just the bow that I got from the quest. And I tried to use that as little as possible. I have a disease here that I need to go get cleansed at the church here. But here, let me go put the horse away. I was being attacked by something, by I think a mud crab, when I was doing this bound helmet thing. On purpose, I wanted it to attack me so the bound helmet that I was wearing would be damaged so I could repair it, then drop it. Whoops, I need to not do any of those things. Basically, I'm RP walking everywhere. So when I left, here, I'll show you, I have a little spreadsheet that I made to track this stuff. Let's see here, sheets, google.com. I like tracking things. Okay, so my first attempt at doing this did not go so well because I was trying to do the trick of sneaking a whole bunch at the beginning, and that does work, but it was leveling me too quickly. So I ended up being level 3 by the time I was out of the sewers, you know, because I had to go sleep, and then I slept, hit level 2, slept again, hit level 3. So I'm like, okay, that's not really what I wanted. So on the left here, you can see at the start of the intro, I picked a Breton, which I always do because they're the best race, and I will argue that to the end of time because of one thing, their resistance to magic. Everything else you can get just by leveling up, just like every other character. And there's no other character class, or I'm sorry, race, that has a superior bonus than that 50% resistance to magic. Argonians have a better poison resistance, but resistance to magic is also resistance to poison. Yes, Nords might have this, Imperials might have that, but if you look across the board, Bretons just win out over everything. I'll live by that and die by that. Anyway, so I always roll a Breton. So these are the stats, and I picked what you would consider the female stat, so she's faster than having more strength. I prefer speed over strength. I prefer getting around places faster, which is ironic considering I'm RP walking everywhere, right? But you know, I would be RP walking slower if I didn't have that speed bonus. So anyway, let's look at this again. Okay, so by the end of the intro, I had chosen the Thief, and I had chosen to boost intelligence and endurance. Ironically, I didn't choose to boost luck, other than getting the Thief, which I didn't reflect over here. I did over here, by the way. I fixed my set of numbers over here. So this is sort of like a test case, right? I just was testing it. I was like figuring out what I want to do, what I don't want to do, so you can just ignore attempt 1. Attempt 2, I began the same way. When I got to the Thief, or when I got to the option of choosing, you know, what your what your stone was or what your sign was. I chose the thief, which I always choose because it gives you 10 stats in these 3 things, which luck alone is worth the price of admission because luck is very hard to level. And if you don't choose the thief, you will never get it to 100. I don't think you'll ever get it to 100 if you don't choose the thief. You might get it to like 97, 96. And that's only if you choose it as part of your, what is it called? Your 2 preferred, shit, what are they called? Your 2 preferred attributes, that you boost near the, during the story when you're talking to the Emperor, like I did here. I boosted intelligence and willpower, or intelligence and endurance. Here I boosted intelligence and endurance again, but I also have the boost from the thief here. So I ended up here with my basic, stats, character stats. Now down here, this is how I began, right? This is how you begin. These are your stats when you begin as a Breton, because your Magicka-based stuff is boosted a little bit. Otherwise, everything would be 5, or other things would be boosted if you chose some other race. But and this isn't really the most important thing about the Breton. In fact, this is completely irrelevant when it comes to being a Breton. You just want it for the resist, which if you look in active, let's see, go to active effects, resist magic right here. Breton magic resistance, 50%. I cannot begin to tell you how useful this is. It is, I'd say, probably one of the most powerful things that you can have as a class, that you can't ever replicate other than like casting spells or trying to enchant gear, which you can do, but here you just get it. It's always active. You don't have to think about it. It's just 50% magic resistance. That's fantastic, whether you're a warrior, an archer, a magic user. There is no situation where this is a bad thing and where I would choose something else instead. Anyway, so here we are. We're in the cell. These are the stats that I have for all the different skills, right? By the end of the intro, meaning where I have to, right before I have to choose my major and minor, what will be my major skills and what will be relegated to be minor skills, this is where my stats are. You could say I only leveled marksman up from 5 to 10. Nothing else changed. I only gained 5 skill points doing that entire thing. That was by not sneaking, or at least not moving while I was sneaking. You only gain skills when you're moving when you sneak. Not running. I was always RP walking, which was tedious, but, it was fun in a way to do. I did not pick any locks. I did not, what else did I not do? I did not do any alchemy with the stuff that dropped. I did not assist in any combat that I didn't have to be a part of. I let the dudes do everything. I tried not to block at all. When the assassin that kills the Emperor came for me, I just backed away back into the guards as they came to take him on. Let's see what else. I didn't jump, so I didn't level up athletics or acrobatics. I didn't wear any light armor. I didn't wear any leather or plate armor. I took that all off and I equipped cloth, which is like what she's wearing now. It's just cloth armor. So you don't gain any light armor bonuses from this. And of course, it's not considered heavy armor, and neither is the helmet. It's just a bound helmet. It's not, notice there's no weight to it. There's lots of health, but it's a nothing helmet. I'm pretty sure it doesn't count as anything. Anyway, I might go get the other bound pieces. We'll see. There's a trick to it. But, yeah, it was just this idea that I had that I want to keep my character as low as possible for as long as possible and skill up as many things as minor skills and use those instead of major skills, because I don't want to be level 5 and be weaker than the enemies, right? I'm still only playing Adept. I didn't bump up the difficulty to Expert or Master. I'm still playing Adept, so sort of middle of the road where I like to be. But I don't want to get to like level 10 and find out that enemies are 3 times stronger than me, which is what can happen, right? I want to be way overpowered. I want to always be able to either one-shot enemies with a bow or be able to stand toe-to-toe with them if they come for me, right? So far, it wasn't a big deal, but I only got to like level 5. So you don't really know a lot by then. But I just wanted to try this. I was lying in bed last night and I thought, I did the efficient leveling thing in the original Oblivion, and that was sort of fun in a weird way, like to sort of figure it out and do it. So I thought, I wonder with this new leveling system, if there's a way that I can sort of, not really game the system, but sort of play against what it sort of wants me to do, or what it's engineered to do, and sort of benefit myself as a result. So again, if you look at my skills over here, you'll see that I have chosen as my major skills Armorer, Blunt, Hand-to-Hand, Heavy Armor, Alchemy, Security, Speechcraft. Why did I choose these? Because I can control when I use them completely. I don't have to repair my own armor if I don't want to. I can just never repair it, and then I never use a major skill of armor. I mean, I will later on, right? But initially, I don't want to use that because these skills level you up very quickly, from 1 to 2, from 2 to 3, from 3 to 4. So I want to avoid these whenever I can. Blunt weapons. I'm not going to use a club right away. I picked one up and immediately dropped it. Hand-to-hand combat. I'm not going to do that if I can avoid it. You don't need to do that. You can always hold a dagger or a sword or, something else so that you're not fighting hand-to-hand. And if something disarms you, you just sort of run away for a moment. Heavy armor, you just don't equip it. Alchemy, don't craft any potions. Really easy. Security, don't pick any locks. Speechcraft, don't play the persuasion game. It's just so dead simple. You don't have to do any of those things. Instead, what I'm going to do is, and you can see that I've accidentally run a little bit here and there out in the world. It's hard not to, right? Because I'll get on my horse and I'll sprint around on the horse, which doesn't affect this at all. The horse is its own thing. And then I'll jump off and I'll accidentally move a little bit and then your athletics has gone to 6. I'm like, crap. But then I'll like, do I really want to reload the last save? It's way back there. And I decide, no, I'll just go ahead and hold on to this for the moment. I do eventually want to get my athletics up to 100 eventually, and maybe 25. Blade, yes, I have used a bladed weapon here and there. I forget what the circumstance was. Yes, I did block because I was starting to lose health against the mud crab. So I held up block and that leveled me up. But you can see, no alteration. Conjuration, I've leveled from, I think it was 15. Let me look over here. Yeah, it was 15. I leveled from 15 to 25 by casting Bound Dagger, which you can buy in Imperial City, and you can use it at level 1, right? So I just cast that every time it was available. Eventually got to 25. I think I was over here when I started on the XP. I think it got me to about here, or it would have if I had not done other things, like getting 2 points here, 2 points here, 1 point here. That added just a little bit of XP as well. I mean, I wish I could just turn that off. Light armor, I think I had a piece of something on for like just a moment, and it like leveled this up from 10 to 11. I mean, I haven't done this perfectly. I've made a couple of mistakes, but it was much better than the first time. Mercantile, I did want to sell things. So this went from, let's see, what it was mercantile. It was 10 with the stealth bonus. So this went from 10 to 18. So that's 8 points there. Marksman, I've been using. So that went from, what was it, 15? Yeah, 15 up to 17, I think. Or no, this was 10. So I've boosted this by 7. Yeah, that's right. I don't think stealth affects marksman, right? I don't think it does. Anyway, I chose the stealth as my specialization. That way I could get my, at least I think I got marksman up through stealth. Now I don't remember if I did or not. One of my goals with choosing stealth over magic, because that would be my other choice, is I wanted to get marksman to 25 faster. And marksman is really hard to level unless you sort of like do duping exploits and stuff, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to have, 700 arrows on me and go shoot, the infinite, indestructible NPCs like some people do. Acrobatics, I haven't jumped around yet. I could focus on doing that. If I, when I get to 2, I can okay, now let's focus on leveling sneak. So I just take my carrot and I go park it somewhere in auto run and just level up to 25 or all the way to 50 and just, see where that lands. Maybe I take this to 25 and I get marksman to 25. I'd say this is probably more important because I do not enjoy losing fatigue as I draw the bow. That was sort of an issue during the introduction. But yeah, my goal here is to stay as low as possible, trying to stay probably below at least 4 so that we don't unlock the next tier of enemies. I don't remember when that is. It's like 4 or 5, I think maybe 4, when all of a sudden now skeletons, now you can get ghosts in dungeons, and ghosts take silver to kill them, or I just use my zombie, But so yeah, that's how I've done this. I've sort of tried to minimize the amount of XP I get by doing certain things and not other things. So you can see I'm RP walking here, and it takes a while, but I am going to go to the church here and talk and look in one of the wells. So walking does not add skills to anything. So we're just gonna walk over here, and let me go over here and close this window. Close that. There we go. I know this is so exciting to watch, right? I do like the bound bow. There was one time, as I was explaining in an earlier video, that I actually managed to kill Umbra and got her armor and weapons, and it was fun. It was very game breaking, but I still had fun. Which one?
Indoril is in ruin. Morrowind has always been a troubling place.
What active
Seems it
effects
is
do I
more
have?
so now.
Now,
So long.
let's see how long this effect will last. Is there a, oops. Active effects. Drain endurance. Drain strength. Okay, so I just need to basically get this.
What is it?
What? That's
Oh,
new.
so
I understand
I have to go to the
Daedra
actual
worship has
place
become
first.
increasingly
so maybe it's this
prevalent in the
place over here
Somerset
that I can
Isle.
just use.
The Alchemy of power.
Yes, there we go.
Powerful wizards. Could be a
Now my stats should be back up. Yay!
good day.
How are you?
It's good to know that.
What is it?
I'm not doing any of these major quests. I don't want to collect a bazillion quests and have them fill my quest log yet. I've done many of these quests before, so I'm mostly interested in learning how the game functions compared to the original. And of course, the leveling change was a big change. The graphics are obvious. They're gorgeous, right? Absolutely stunning. But the leveling thing was very concerning to me at the beginning. I was like, am I gonna have to efficiently level? I'll do it if I have to. I know how to do it. There was a certain aspect of enjoyment in, figuring it out. Like,
Hi.
doing all the different things. I even had a mod that I could use to keep track of what to do next in the original game. Just a minute, I'm gonna be right back. I need water. Enjoy the music. So what I'll do is when I hit level 2, I'll record the next column in my spreadsheet on what all the current numbers are. Oh, funny story. When this character came out of the sewers, I fast traveled to the Imperial District or the Market District, so I didn't have to like RP walk all the way there. I did RP walk around the district and vended things, which is why my mercantile went up. I wish I didn't do that now. I wish I had just sort of been broke, but live and learn. But yeah, if I had to do it over again, I wouldn't do that. Just old habits, I guess. But my goal here is to be more powerful before I hit 2, and more powerful still before I hit 3. Running is not a power. So I wanted to focus on making my character stronger rather than making her more mobile or more athletic in some way, more durable, maybe. But I didn't want to, I put, just let me make sure. I did make block. Okay, no, blunt, right. Okay, so block, I can block all I want, and that's fine. So I wanted to make her far more powerful than she ordinarily would be for her level. And to do that, I'm basically trying to level the combat skills, the things that make her stronger, rather than the things that make her more fun to play. So quality of life can wait, other than the horse. I did pick up the horse at the stables, and I got it elven armor, which is amazing, because it boosts the health of the horse. Now this is just the old nag horse, so it's like the default horse you get, which is like a, well, it's an old nag. I have done a couple things. So like I already did the Fingers of the Mountain quest, which I always do, right? I always come here, I always join the Mage's Guild, I loot and I pilfer and then I vend. It's just what I always do. One thing I do want to do soon is to go to the town up here where everyone's invisible and get my own storage chest and my own bed that I can always go to. But I want to level her up with combat skills more. And, oh, so I hit 25 with Conjuration by casting Bound Dagger over and over. And then I bought the Summon Zombie spell. So I have a really nice tanky pet to take care of enemies. Okay, so 1. Oh, that was fast. So again, I'm not going to be wearing any of these things. I like what she's wearing. I think she looks adorable. Now she has been to Cloud Top, but she doesn't have a Welkind or a Welkind stone. Let me see how that's pronounced, because I always called it Welkind. How to pronounce Welkind or Welkind?
Welkind.
Welkind. All right, there we go. The computer told me. The computer must be right. Let's see, is my screen on its HD mode? Yeah. Let's go find. Let's go to an alien ruin up north. It's funny, when I come back to this game after not playing for a while, I will play it just like a normal player for about an hour or 2 hours even, maybe 3 hours, and then I'll be like, oh, I remember this. Okay, I was thinking about this the last time I was playing, and I was doing like an efficient leveling system. I wonder if I would want to do that again. You know, like I get all into it as far as like optimizing my character and like nerding out over stats and things. And then it's like, it's still enjoyable, but not in the same way. It's a different kind of enjoyment. It's like a nerdier, less fantasy, more spreadsheety way of enjoyment, which is weird. It is very weird. Okay, I'm gonna wait here until morning. Oh, enemies are nearby. What enemies are nearby? It's beautiful. I'll give it that. Oh, really interesting. I was going to mention this and I got sidetracked. Oblivion portals opened up for me, which was really, really weird. So I had basically gone to the market district, did my vending, went to get this horse, was traveling towards Coral like I always do. Before I got to the fort where the bandit attacks you and demands gold, there was an Oblivion portal to the south of the path. I'm like, what? And so the sky turned red, and I'm like, I am not going near that thing because I don't know what's going on. Something seems wrong. And so I got to Coral. Okay, here we go. I hear the music. Oh, it's just a little rat. Yeah, so when I will get the headless zombie when she gets 50 conjuration, because the headless zombie is, even though he doesn't last as long, he's far tankier. Okay, so I looked this up online, and apparently other people have had this happen. Someone left the sewers and there was a portal like 100 yards away, and they were like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. So apparently there's some sort of a glitch in the game code. There's another enemy tracking me. I hear the music. Dun 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 dun. Music meant to energize you, excite you, scare you. Ah, there we go. Wow, at level 1? All right. It's so weird. Apparently he's not very strong. He's a level 1 imp. He's not imp proved. Okay, so there's just a cavern. I thought there was like an alien ruin up here. Another one. See, the problem is the time it takes me to get the bow out, my skeleton has already killed it. Or my zombie has already killed the thing. Is this is this just decorative separation of areas? Getting definite Skyrim vibes here. I'll just explore. There's no harm in just exploring. It's a beautiful landscape. Yes, the Jarl Mountains. An old fort. Ooh, pretty. You can't hurt my... Oh, wow, you did hurt my zombie. Well, I need to level up my marksman skill anyway. I don't want a fort. I want an alien ruin. Maybe I should just go back to the Imperial City and go to one of the places. I could go to the one that Umbra is in, maybe. What's that? Oh, it's so pretty. 2 of them. Ugh, I didn't mean to get off. That's what she said. So yeah, the horse is really useful for not, even just at this speed, yeah, I'm not gonna bother fighting the skeletons. Even at the slower speed, it's useful for avoiding having to run or having to RP walk everywhere just to get around. Let's do a thing here. It's a little bit easier to see now. Oh, look, it's a wolf. Ooh, it's balls. It's the same bridge, right? Oh, no, it's a different bridge. Yeah, there's the enemy behind me. Eventually he'll stop following. And this isn't a particularly fast horse, but it's fast enough for now. Oh good, there's a dude that'll fight it for me. If it's still following me. Yeah, do the work for me, dude. Die! Die! Alright, so let's go ahead and do that quest, actually. Yep, there the music changed. And now it changed again. Ooh, this is pretty. So you don't get XP when you kill monsters directly. Like you don't get XP from the kill. You don't get XP from exploring. You only get XP from leveling your skills. So it's sort of backwards from many games, right? It's just the Elder Scrolls way. So I could literally explore this entire map and I would gain 0 XP from the endeavor. But what I am getting is I'm unlocking travel spots. If I want to fast travel somewhere, I have to have been there before as far as the rules go in my own mind. In fact, I wish they had the option to turn off places that you hadn't been to so that you couldn't fast travel to them. Okay, I gotta be careful here, I don't kill my horse. Feels like I'm going way too fast down the hill. Like when I get to the bottom, it'll be like, blah, death. Okay, there's a rat. I also sort of don't want to find out that a level 8 bandit has glass armor, you know? It's like, oh, hi, I'm just a level 8 bandit and I'm wearing, you know, some of the best armor that you could possibly ever get. That sort of spoils the fun for me. So I'm trying to stave off that moment when I realize that. For as long as possible. I want bandits to just be in leather. we go. This is where we want to be. This is a gate, right? I hear combat music. You stay in there. You stay in there, you. Okay, where's the enemy? What? I'm running around. See, when I'm not RP walking on the horse, when I get off, now I'm like moving at normal speed, and that levels my athleticism. And I don't want that. Okay, now the music's normal. I will level him up, though.
Excuse me. We have a small problem that we hope you can help us with. You may be wondering why you can't see me. We are all wondering the same thing.
Indeed.
Everyone in Ayleswell suddenly became invisible several weeks ago. It was sort of fun at first, but the novelty is definitely worn off now.
New voice.
You can imagine how difficult it is to run an inn while invisible.
Yes, I think so.
Once you get a reputation as a haunted inn, you can just forget about it. So we've all been keeping quiet, hoping the spell will wear off. But we're running out of patience. We're sure it was Ankatar's doing.
So's the hospital.
We can't find him. If you can help us, we will be extremely grateful.
Sure.
He's a wizard who took up residence in the ruins of Fort Caractacus a couple of years ago. He's caused us no end of trouble with his magical experiments, but nothing as bad as this. We've tried to find him, but had no luck. If he's still living in the fort, he's hiding from us, and no wonder. If you could find him and get him to remove this cursed invisibility, we will all be in your debt.
And you'll give me a permanent room and a bed? And a storage box that
We're pretty
persists?
sure he's still hiding out in Fort Caractacus, although he never answers when we've tried to find him. It's just to the southeast of here. Follow the path down the hill, but watch out for the invisible monsters that infest the ruins.
Nice.
An old priest in Kvatch is worried about strange disappearances. He sounded quite depressed. How can we win if even the priests lose their faith?
Love these fonts. Great choices. Again, I can't do the persuasion game because
Yes.
because this will level me too quickly because it's
Take
a major
care.
skill. All right, so okay, I am going to use my horse to go there. And I hear combat music. But what am I in combat with? I don't see any enemies. See, now I'm RP walking my horse. It's just sort of funny how that's all weird. Hello, Imperial Soldier. God, I love how fast this is compared to RP walking. I choose this instead of RP walking when I can get it. Where are they? Oh, there's another one. This time. My zombie can see it. Alright, so let's get the horse and put him in here. Again, with the RP walking horse is funny.
Go away! I don't want whatever you're selling.
What are you selling? Okay, he's not an enemy. Where is he? If I had Detect Life, that would be useful, but I don't have Detect Life. Oops. Is this him? Just look around here. It's so pretty.
I told you to leave me alone. Go away.
Is he up above? I think he might be up above. Yeah, I think he's up there. All right, so I'm gonna go. I'll go talk to him. Maybe he'll be reasonable. I don't remember what I do in this quest. Okay,
Oblivion take you. What is it you... Yes, I have been working on a new invisibility spell. As you can see, it works quite well. Why? Oh, really? Everyone in town? That must have been what all the shouting was about a few weeks ago. I'm afraid I was engrossed in an experiment that required my full attention. You see, in order to increase the efficacy of the spell, the radius was likely to approach the... Oh, never mind, I don't mean to bore you.
He's a nerd. He's a wizard nerd.
Ah, a fellow mage. Please excuse my rudeness earlier. I find most people extremely tedious, completely ignorant of the arcane.
Not me, man. I love it.
I came out here to get some privacy for my research. Instead, I was constantly bothered by the local peasantry.
Oh.
The explosions are scaring the sheep, or a plague of rats ate all our crops. Every day, another complaint. No understanding of the pitfalls of experimental magic. Finally, I decided that permanent invisibility was the only way to get some peace and quiet. I know you're about to quote Vanto's third law. Don't worry. I have not actually found a way to violate the conservation of perception. The invisibility is not actually permanent. You can tell the villagers not to worry. It will wear off eventually. Well, in a year or two, maybe a bit more. There's no way to be absolutely sure. That's the exciting thing about basic research.
I agree.
Really? I find being invisible quite refreshing. But if it will get everyone to leave me alone, fine. I did work out a counterspell last week. If I can just put my hand to it. Ah, here. Stand in the center of town to make sure you get everyone. Oh, and make sure... Never mind. It should be fine. Yes, just read the scroll in the middle of town.
They need to fix the spacing there.
Although, just in case, it might be best if you wore this ring while you were casting the spell. I make them myself. Very useful for this kind of research.
I wonder if I can keep
Not
it.
that I think anything will go
remember I
wrong.
can.
Serious side effects are highly unlikely. I am sorry about that. Just use the reverse invisibility scroll I gave you. Don't forget to wear that ring I gave you when you cast the spell. Not that there's anything to worry about.
All right.
Be seeing you.
Love it. I'm going to save, then try it without the ring and see what happens. Because I have to do that, of course. Let's go this way. It's hard to get uphill. Come on, horsey, you can do it, you old nag. Turn on RP walk. So let's stand in the middle of the area here. Okay, I'm gonna do a save. Save game. Always a new save. Never overwrite a save. All right. I'm not gonna put on the Ring of Protection. I am going to cast Reverse Invisibility. Do I assign it to something? Maybe. luck has been damaged. Okay, that's what that is. That's what happened. So let's see what happened with my luck. Let's see. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay. So let's load that save. I don't want that. I don't like that at all. Oh, wait, what's the name of the effect, though? G. Over here, active effects. It doesn't show me what the effect is or how long it's going to last. It doesn't show up. Huh, weird. Okay, so let's load the last save. Ails well that ends well. Do not want to hurt my luck. All right, so let's put on that ring. So, okay, I don't even need to slot it. Okay. And now if I look at my stats, my luck is 60, so yeah. Thank you for the advice. And let's go 8 and F. And yep, right in here. Kind of like that spell, the clairvoyance spell that sort of leads you to the next thing. That's going to really help a lot of players.
I can't tell you how good it feels to be able to see myself again. My sisters, on the other hand, I wouldn't mind if they had stayed invisible. Me. Friend, you are welcome at the Ayleswell Inn anytime, free of charge.
Free bed.
We haven't seen him since that whole invisibility mess.
But a
I
bump.
hope it stays that way. There's never any charge for you, friend. Upstairs, first door on the left. Good day.
And what's beautiful about this is you also get permanent storage. It's like a stash box in Fallout 76 or your bank in World of Warcraft. It's the drawers, right? I think it's the drawers. So and it wouldn't be this one. Because, yeah, that's owned by someone else.
Ah, the savior of Ayleswell. Whatever you need, I'm at your service.
Can you, like, not watch me?
Take care.
It's kind of a creepy thing for you to stand there watching me. So I could search. If you hit search now, you can move back and forth. So I could move, you know, all this stuff over there just to save space. I forget if this has a limit. I don't think it does. Store fatigue, rat meat, shock, silver arrow. I should have. I don't want to vend anything anymore, at least not like this. You know, not at a normal vendor, because I don't want to keep leveling my character. Why do I have that alluring gaze? It's gonna level me. Oh, nice. Okay. Charm, 12 points. That's when I'm that's when you want to have someone like you better. So I can go G, R, let's see here, touch, alluring gaze. Let's put that on 7. So now I can go 7. And now he likes me even more than he did. So now if we look at his disposition, it's however many points higher than it ordinarily would be. So that helps when you don't want to have to play the persuasion game. Interesting that it didn't, like, use it. That's weird. I wonder if I have to keep it with me for that to work. Okay, Magicka, healing. I don't want to use repair hammers if I can avoid it, but if I find a bound armor pylon in the next day or two, then I'll try to do that. That'll give me some good armor without it being light or heavy. Okay, so we'll just put these in, and this in, and this in. And I might come back to these later. They're not really needed for level 1. Irana's notes, I would like to do that. And let's put in 5 of these to free up some room. And 2 of these. So I'll just carry 5 of each. That should work, because I've got a zombie. He can, like, help me. Let's go ahead and sleep. Why not? Let's sleep for 2 hours. Although I could have gone out and seen the sun come up. That's always nice. Let's go engage in some combat. Whoops. That will be a nice way. What is that? Mysticism? Whoops. I meant to do that. What is he? See, bound dagger. Let's see here. Oh, I guess alluring gaze is there. Illusion. Okay. So when I need to level up illusion some more, I can use that over and over. My mic was off. So, like, this is better than any kind of a dupe glitch. I'll just let him shoot at me. So my goal for going out and coming back in, because I was talking the whole time and it wasn't recording, because I had it muted because I was eating ice, is that I didn't want my light armor to level up, and I think this was leveling up my light armor because it has armor on it. So this might be considered like light armor, right? And I didn't want that to happen, so it was a good test. So now I'm like, oh yeah, just send all these arrows to me. I'll be happy to collect them. I can just be here for like a couple hours and collect, a few thousand arrows. And I can actually, what's cool about Mercantile is that each time you sell something, that's what counts for leveling, not how many things you sell, in that one occurrence. So if I sold 100 arrows, that's 100 mercantile skill ups, right? Or like baby skill ups that contribute to leveling to the next level. But if I sell 1,000 arrows, that's one transaction. That counts as one thing, so it doesn't level you very much at all. So I could like potentially get, thousands of gold just by standing here and just letting them shoot me. So this is awesome. Find yourself a good glitched skeleton archer if you can. I wonder if this is a good time to stop the stream, because I'm just going to stay parked here for a while, because I need these arrows to level up archery, or my marksmanship skill. And I was not looking forward to running out of arrows all the time, because, I'm shooting a bazillion arrows to try to get my marksman skill up to 50 or whatever. He's just laying them at my feet like a good skeleton. He must have been a stormtrooper in real life, like when he was alive. Yeah. The bound bow with iron arrows, 7 damage is enough, especially with sneak. When I can sneak something and hit it for like 20, 21, maybe even higher damage on top of that. Always good to check. Looks like there's a Diablo developer. Yep, it's good. Looks really good. This game is so gorgeous now. This might be a good time to try the controller, as I can experiment with various things. Okay, so the controller's plugged in. Okay, plugged in. That's backwards. Mm-hmm. How do I set the controller so that it's back, so that lift pointing up goes down and pointing down goes up? Because I want it to be, I want the mouse keyboard and mouse invert. Oh, there we go. Apply changes. There we go. All right, so, whoops. Let me turn back on RP walk mode. No, damn it, it's not doing it. It cancels out RP walk with the controller. Why does it do that? So RP walk is on. If I use the controller, it turns that off, right? Okay, that's bad. Let's see if I can fix that. Gameplay. Aim assist. What is aim assist? I'll try that. I don't know what these are all supposed to be. They were all like zeroed out when I, like I've assigned these. I don't know what they're all supposed to be. Maybe reset. Okay. I'm just gonna how can I get access to more buttons? Like, there's too many places for buttons, right? There's too many things. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 buttons that I can map. Well, 14. Because if I use one of these special buttons that are Like in the middle, they don't do anything. They don't map. And I can't map the same buttons over and over again. So I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, these down here. Nope, these are also available when I'm reset all. Oh wait, it let me do it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to, let me look up. Wait, what is this? What is that? I don't want that. What is that? Oblivion Remastered controller settings. Controller issues. I wonder if this is related to Steam thinking it needs to use the controller. No, on. Invert Y on. Okay, well, I can't. Guess I'll just let him keep doing this and I'll unplug my controller. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Sad face. I know what I could do. While this is occurring, I'll go over here and pull up the Diablo stream. Let me set this to be system audio. Three. And then go over here. Oblivion, Oblivion, Oblivion.
Absolutely, it's a really fun build on Barbarian. I just wasn't hitting the mark. Hopefully now with all of these buffs, it'll be much closer to being that competitive build. Kind of on the flip side, we've also adjusted Executioner's aspect. This is a legendary that was really good for the Earthquake builds, was one of the primary scalers there. We have capped the scaling on that. Everyone knows Earthquake Barbarian was really good in Season 7. That's what I personally played. It was a ton of fun. It was awesome. Even on the PTR after we made some adjustments, it was still kind of above that mark. And we were really hesitant to let the exact same build, exact same playstyle dominate the meta for multiple seasons.
Season 8, we're just PTR now. PTR changes based on
Urgence back into the land to continue his never-ending sanctuary at this time, and
if we're
out the core shadows and infiltrate. Happen when the current. I want to cover the stuff that kind of retread some things that we covered before that went into the PTR and kind of.
I like quality of life updates. I don't care about bosses or mechanics.
Fresh here. So, as we know, Season 8 is the season of bosses, more specifically lair bosses. So through this, we're adding new bosses to the roster, updating it with new mechanics, and hitting it with a whole bevy of quality of life updates. So again, as a bit of a recap, first and foremost, as far as the new bosses are concerned, we have our buddy Belial here in a supreme form, joining the very tippity top of the lair boss ladder. He's the new, biggest bad ladder, the most toughest, the most rewarding, and he's overlooking the rest of the bosses, and also bringing a couple of new buddies to join the party. First up is Urvar from our Vessel of Hatred expansion, where he is joining the bottom rung of the ladder, Tier 1 boss, and he's also being joined with the Harbinger of Hatred, who is filling out the second rung of the ladder. So again, collectively, we have new boss roster additions of Belial in his supreme form at the top, Harbinger of Hatred just below him, and Urvar kind of guarding the gates on the ground floor. So collectively, these are all the new bosses that are joining, and these are all ones that we actually had in the PTR, so I'm excited to kind of share some updates we've made since then. But that is not it for Belial stuff. We also have Belial in his small boss. Just one up, we had all the bosses in there. And
Quality of life.
a bunch of great feedback over with changing he could, or kind of representing his proper status on the ladder. So
farming that you were doing in previous seasons. I just wanted to cover it because I think it's an
As we recall, for those who play the PTR, you can actually target farm the specific one is that all of the bosses are now free to summon, and
and I think that's just a much better user experience all the way. They definitely ramp
the summoning items.
Okay, this is
Summon them up. Are now living a new life and role as lair keys. I think we have a bit of a graphic here to kind of show.
Yeah, I really like this change of making the bosses free to summon. It lets you really test your build against these bosses, because we are like ramping the difficulty, right? The initiate layer bosses, a little bit easier to take down, and they definitely ramp up in difficulty as you go up that ladder. And so if you're not sure, like, hey, am I able to take on this boss, get it in the torment tier that you're in, you kind of have to, you can get in there with no investment, right? You're not going to commit your resources and then find out, oh, this boss is way too hard for me. You can go in, you fight them, and then if you're...
all right.
Kind of like encouraging players engage in a while. Again, no
Like how
lair boss, and we don't want to spoil the mechanics of this really kind of cool fight, but you know, players who played in the PTR got to experience it, and we're just going to jump ahead here to opening up the horde and getting the loot.
Yeah, and I think something you might notice is
That looks like the end of the horde.
material costs on the chest. So in PTR it was actually
Oh.
4, now it's 3. So
He's actually out.
Reduce the cost of opening the greater lair boss chests. I also want to acknowledge, like,
He's
this
laughing at me.
definitely is a nerf to chain farming. That's something that I think
He decided he didn't want to keep mailing me arrows. That's fine. I wonder if I can get him to keep doing it. Is he like my little friend now? Did he stop hating me? He's like, I want to be your friend. You've mastered me. Can I be your little summon dude? I really need to turn the other mode back on. Sorry, dude, I'm gonna have to kill you. I can't have you following me all through the instance. Hey, can I have those arrows back? Thanks. We had 7 arrows on him. All right. I'll get back to the Diablo thing. I'm sort of bored with it anyway. Gotta turn the volume down again. Just had memories of Umbra. Can I get this guy to shoot arrows again? Another one to just shoot arrows randomly? Come on, guy. Shoot arrows at me. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Now I'm level 2. So the goal now is to record my progress. Not do anything else. Find a bed. Sleep in the bed. So let's go do that. Let's go out. I don't want to gain any more XP from anything. In fact, let me pause for a moment and record my stats here. So let me pull up my spreadsheet again. I should really put this in the favorites bar. OBL. Yeah. There we go. Right there. All right, so we're gonna extend this out. We're gonna go level 2. Not really location, event maybe. Yeah. So athletics is now 7. Blade is 7. Block is 6. That makes me sad that these are higher. Let's see, alteration is 10 still. Conjuration is 27. Destruction is still 5. Illusion is... Actually, what I can do is just go equals this. And just change the ones that are different. Right, so 7, 7, 6. Just for consistency's sake, mysticism. Actually, I'll recalculate that separately. And I should just done it all the way down. Just like go down. All right. I only want to record what's different here, as far as like making them red or whatever. So let's go. Let's see. These are just minor effects. So blue. They've changed. Right? Oh wait. Stealth and minor. I should probably just go minor, right? I don't know what I'm going to do about that, because I wanted to record that this was both of them, but I'm not. It had to be both of them, right? 5 from minor effect, or from stealth. It had to be. Tell you what, let's just make this blue for now. I'm sure some of those were, one point was from, using it. So those didn't change. This did change. Let's go pink. Right. Destruction, illusion, restoration. Acrobatics, light armor, sadly. Marksman 18. Mercantile 18, that makes me sad too. I shouldn't be level 2 yet. I might just go back and redo that. Okay, so this changed, this changed, this changed. This is messy down here. I need to rethink how I'm going to consider all this stuff to find out how many actual level ups it took. Because over here it was 33 to go from 1 to 2. Because I sort of did it all at once, but it was all the same skill. Mostly it was just sneak. I mean, I did have some acrobatics in there from just running. Or was it acrobatics? It had to have been acrobatics. How did I get acrobatics up so high? Am I sure it wasn't athletics? No, because that was 7 and 8. Weird. Okay, so I don't know what happened over here. Let me just delete this because it's just not that helpful. All right. And let's just delete this. And these are too tall. Yeah, it's gonna screw up with the. It's gonna screw with the formatting. I'll have to reassign the colors. All right, so to do that, I will just say, let this be over all of this. Center it and major. I'll just major minor stealth. Okay. All right. Major is red. Minor is pink. And this is blue. Yeah, there we go. Much easier to read. And now I can remove these rows. And now I can make this come down a little bit. There we go. These can become smaller. Just tidying a little bit. Yeah. Excellent. And then I have to figure out this down here. Because the problem is, I want it to not consider anything that was sort of granted through a choice. Like these don't count. This counted is the only one that changed. So this, if you were to add this all up, right, the total sum is 5 more than the sum over here. And that's a useful number. But I did the same thing here, then I've got like 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, like so much more over here that's not that useful. So let me do this. Equals sum equals this plus this plus this plus this. Actually, don't be stupid, don't be stupid. Sum of these 3 plus the sum of these. Actually, no, I don't want to include the blue ones because those were a choice. Those weren't from skill ups, from combat. This one was, though. Ugh, see, it's confusing. Plus this. No. Plus. Quit trying to help me so much. Okay. So if I did this and I say minus 5 because this, that's not helpful either. Look at that. There's no way that this is 96 and that's 40. Yeah, see, I have to rethink it. I don't have a brain for that right now. My brain is like, I just want to play, I want to play. Okay, but at least I've recorded the numbers, so that's important. So I have the numbers recorded, so now I can sleep. So let's get out of this dungeon. And let's not sneak to do it. So I don't want to like boost my, I don't want to boost sneak anymore at the moment. We're just gonna sort of RP walk out. How many arrows did I get? A lot of arrows, that was nice. He was a nice, friendly skeleton. I wonder why he came out of his little cubby hole to aim properly. I think it was because he just went, like, after a while of being in combat, he's just like, I'm done. That's it. I'm over it. We can be friends now. You've bested me. Very pretty. Very good job on that. All right, so let's go here. Just gonna leave him in here. I'm not gonna lock it. I don't think he'll run. Whoops, damn it. See how easy it is to do that? Just, you get off the horse and you move and it's like, oh, that's right, I'm not slow walking.
Hello.
So you get these inadvertent little bumps in experience to that little skill. All right, let's just sleep for 1 hour. Makes me sad that I'm, going this quickly. Okay, so luck and endurance and strength, as usual. But I can put some things in here. Okay, so bone meal. Put that in there for now. Nothing that I don't need immediately. Don't need lockpicks. I'm not leveling that skill. Hi, creep. Can you please just stand outside my room and watch me sleep? That's really pleasant. Oh, good doggy. It's really fun when someone watches me sleep like that. Especially when they were invisible for 2 years. It's like you think you're invisible still. You're not invisible, dude. All right, I'm just gonna travel there without the horse. Because I can. Hopefully I'm not too far away. I'm sort of far away. That's kind of annoying. Part of it too is I only got about 5.5 hours of sleep last night. So my brain is tired. I need a nap this afternoon. Like a child or an old person. All the cockroaches run away, that's awesome. How much am I carrying? 39 pounds, that's not bad. So right now my spells should be completely unhindered, right? Because I'm not wearing any armor. 100% spell effectiveness, there we go. So that bound helm was counting as light armor, that's good to know. Which makes me sad, because it was nice armor that weighed nothing. Maybe I'll put it back on and level up light armor. And go get more pieces and level up light armor. Hi, meet my friend. All right. I don't mind if you hit me. It's not like armor would do much at this level. Really want to get my marksman skill to 25. I do want to get my sneak to 25. That would be nice. And there's the walking stones. Watch me totally bork trying to get them down. It used to be so easy. Oh, nice. Perfect hit. All right, that's good enough. I don't need two. At least not now. Nope. Not picking locks. Only want combat enhancing abilities to be leveled. There he is. See his little head reflection. Nice. There's two of them. Take that one. Maybe I'll get that other stone. Sure makes it easier to find traps when you're not moving at 100 miles an hour. Alright, get this one. It's very easy, okay. So this is a dead end, I guess. That's fine. That's totally fine. I'm gonna hit the center button on my mouse and I'm just auto running or auto walking. Just moseying along here. I'm moseying. Okay, let's try to get this one. I wonder if I can get a really lucky hit like before. I've had not good success in here with these. I'm trying to remember exactly where I hit it. It was like right there. Come on. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a pressure plate. Ghost. I don't have any... Why is there a ghost and I'm level 1? That's weird. It's so weird. I shouldn't do any damage to this. right? Oh, wait, no, I did. How am I doing damage to a ghost? That's bizarre. Okay, I thought ghosts could only be hit with silver. Maybe that's a different undead thing that floats around that can't be killed with normal arrows. 'Cause that's fine. If a ghost can be killed with iron arrows, then I'm not sad at all. I just thought ghosts were like a higher level enemy, and they sort of are, but I guess they've sort of done weird things with this game where they've brought higher level enemies into lower levels, but they've just made them weaker. And maybe vice versa. Maybe I'll find, you know, a Rat King at level 30. Frost shield for those moments that you want to be shielded from frost damage. From a frost atronach. Right? Now I've got to RP walk all the way out. See, how are we doing? Wow, look at that. I've gotten that much. How have I gotten that much? These haven't leveled, right? It's just a few numbers with down here. How have I gotten that far into 2? Oh, maybe it was carried over? No, because I stopped doing anything once I dinged 2, I just stopped, right? And there were no further dings with anything until I was ding free. I was ding hostile. I was not even ding adjacent. I repudiate dings. Okay, just auto walk me, dude. So I can relax. Stretch. I might go do dishes because they need to be done. It's my house job. Because I'm pretty much retired. But I need to contribute, so I do the dishes and I do the trash and I do the money. And I give the wife cuddles. And by cuddles, I mean actual cuddles, like cuddle time, like holding each other. And she's like, "Ah, I feel safe when I'm next to you." Let's just sneak when we go out, just in case. Don't want to draw aggro from a bunch of crap in the area. All right, so now we're done here. I can go back to here. Whoops, no, here. Yes. And I can throw things into the chest. I wonder if my horse will be in the right place. Is he still here? Oh, he's right there. I wonder if I can just put him in the thing and he'll... Because I don't want him to get out and get lost. I spent some good money on you. Whoops, god damn it. Oh good, you're here to watch me again. Just pro tip, you're no longer invisible, dude. Neither are you. Neither of you have to watch me sleep. It's very, very strange. Just, you know, fye. I'll put 9 of them in because I want to save. I want to use that one for the Fingers of the Mountain. What is it? None of these. It's for Piranha's notes. This thing right here, which I'll do later. For now, I'm going to put steel arrows in here, and I'll put 150 iron arrows goes in there. And that should tide me over. Nah, I'm not gonna sleep. Hi, we're staring at you. We're just gonna stare at you.
You really enjoy
you
this
sleep.
whole hero thing, don't you? Everybody fawning all over you. I'm not like that.
Well, are you feeling blue?
If he's smart, he'll keep out of my way. High elf, and a mage to boot. The worst kind of arrogance.
Says you? Really?
You're talking to me,
really?
and I don't like you. Goodbye.
Oh, so you're
Just leave.
really grateful that I helped you not be invisible. Got it. Okay, so I'm gonna save this. This has been fun. New save, always a new save. Don't ever overwrite a save because you can get corrupted and it's saddening. Unsaved progress will be lost. Bye-bye.